Happy Saturday, everyone! I thought this week we'd take our Saturday garden chat out into the garden because as I'm trying to become a better gardener, I would love any feedback from all of you or any of you good gardeners out there, and also telling me what you're planting, what you're sowing at the moment. These are carrots that I sowed out 6 weeks ago. They're coming up. I'm hoping that they'll be good for Christmas. What do you think? I'm going to cover them in fleece, I think. Would be a good idea anyhow, when the frost starts coming in. This is Rocket, which I'm really excited about. It's the Serrata variety. It's so peppery and beautiful. And it's the first time I've ever grown Rocket to that, like, strength. Isn't it, Harry? You've always had crap Rocket
Tremendous
before.
achievement.
This is red vein spinach, which is brilliant. So easy to grow. Even I've done it from the beginning successfully, which is a big plus. I use it in for green juice every morning. All of these blank spaces that you'll see everywhere are all of my onion sets. I've got red onions, white onions, champions, shallots. This is the cabbage. Some of them look beautiful. This one, by the way, was not eaten by us. I'm not sure who's eaten it. It's either a deer, a rabbit, or what do you think, Harry? A squirrel?
Yeah.
A deer. It's a deer. Go a deer, feel me a deer. And then this is the archway that we got made by a blacksmith. Been wanting to do it for a couple of years. Finally we got it done. And the idea is that it is a scented archway, so that when you walk through the garden, all of your senses will be just filled with smells of clematis and roses and all different creeping beautiful flowers. Now it's a bit bare at the moment, but one day it'll be beautiful, because gardening isn't about today, it's about patience. Maybe in a couple of years it'll be wonderful. This, by the way, is our first ever pumpkin that we've grown. How exciting is this? I literally just pulled it off a second ago. I couldn't wait for the video. It's a wonderful Italian pumpkin. Can you see the colour? It's a beautiful kind of silvery green, kind of like my shirt. And then inside then is a gorgeous rich orange flesh, which is so flavoursome, because a lot of the pumpkins just aren't. But I'm going to do a cookery video this week, so let me know what you would like me to do. I'm thinking fresh pasta or ravioli filled with pumpkin and sage and a beautiful kind of parmesan butter on top. Or else, Harry's smiling, is that what you want? That's what he wants for dinner. He's like, yes. Or else maybe a pumpkin risotto. We could do pumpkin bread. We could do a coconut and pumpkin soup. Where do we look at next, Harry? Over here? Okay, so over here then I've got the broad beans. 3 weeks ago we were having a chat inside of the greenhouse. Do you remember, guys? And I was telling you that I was sowing out the broad beans. I'm sure a lot of you were thinking, is she mad? I was also thinking that, because somebody told me if you seed them out now, they'll be good for spring. Look at them. They're coming up. Isn't that incredible? And look here, if you go right in here, that's the actual bean that I sowed, and now it's turning into a broad bean. What you have to do, what I've been told that you have to do, is cover it with fleece for the frostier months. Now, I was watching The King Monty Don last night, and he does his indoor and then he brings them out in January. But I'm doing them outdoor, so we'll see who does it better. I am definitely not putting myself up against Monty Don. I'm just saying it's interesting to see what works well, what works better in different areas. And these are our celery that I also put into our green juice, full of vitamin D, they're antioxidants. And then this is celeriac on the bottom, which I cannot wait to make into a celeriac and hazelnut soup. Aubergines, I just picked this aubergine a second ago and I was looking at what was coming up. Or aubergines are still coming up. Can you imagine outside? And I'm even cold. Like, look how beautiful that is. What I'm going to do that is get my gas fired up on the hob, and then I'm going to burn it until it blisters and comes down, scoop out the flesh and make it into a baba ganoush. Sound good, Harry?
Marvellous.
Are you the luckiest man alive or what?
I am. Oh.
Over here, our salad greens are still going. Isn't that cool? Nolly and Alfie, behave. Behave. You're on camera. Our salads are still going. Our spinach, or not our spinach, or parsnips are coming up. You can see them here. Just coming up at the bottom here. I cannot wait to make my curried parsnip and apple soup. Have any of you ever tried that one? It's a really good soup. Okay, this is a disaster. I did not want you to show this, Harry, and you've zoomed right in here. But it's good that you've done it, because I need to ask you. So the story of this broccoli. I grew it from seed, so I took it really to heart like my baby. Popped it out, it was growing. Anybody that came into the garden, I swooped them over going, look at my purple sprouted broccoli coming up. And then 2 months ago, it got savaged by cabbage fly. We netted it, it was all looking healthy, and now we just have never gotten broccoli. So what do? Do I keep going? Do I keep it growing? Or do I ditch it? Because it's taking up a lot of space. What else can we show you? Okay, let's go through up here. Let's have a look at the herbs. Amazing how the herbs survive over the winter time. This is an orange tree, by the way, which is doing really well in the pergola. Look, it's still fruiting. Isn't that incredible? And then I hope you've all remembered to do your tulip bulbs. Now is the time to do the tulip bulbs. This is going to be a centerpiece for my spring. So tulips and daffodils, get them into your pots now so they can have something really lovely to look forward to in the early spring. Look at the tomatoes, look, still going. Isn't that incredible? Still going. Amazing, it's such a mild October, isn't it? And then these are all our carrots. This is the Nantes variety. If you remember, last week I did a lovely video. Well, I thought it was lovely. Carrot and ginger soup. If you haven't seen it, go back and have a look at my videos. All these beautiful carrots are still coming up. You can still sow out seeds for carrots. This is my red cabbage, which I have netted very, very carefully. Not like I didn't forget to do it, like I forgot to do the broccoli. And hopefully they're going to be ready for Christmas time, which I'm going to braise, slow cook into a spiced red cabbage for Christmas time. You love that, don't you?
Love it.
Rosemary. I love your rosemary, and I love flat leaf parsley so much. Flat leaf parsley is amazing antioxidant, which I put into my green juice every morning. I also put into carbonars, I put into salad leaves. The rosemary I get and I dry off and I chop up and I put into sea salt so it'll last for the whole winter, so I have something to rub on all my roast. This is the broccoli again. It's a disaster. This one is definitely going. This has been eaten to death. And then these are all my onions and all my garlics that are out here. I've got some chard growing over here. That's the greenhouse over there. And that's it. That's the big tour. Thank you all so much for checking in and having the little chat with me. I would love all of your advice if you have the time. And I'd also love to know, what you're growing. Will you tag me in any pictures so I can have a look? Really lovely to have this gardening community together. Hope you're all having a lovely weekend. Lots of love. See you soon.